In this video, I'll show you how to make this exact simulation in Blender from start to finish. As always, it is going to be quick and easy, so let's get started. Okay, so let's start off by creating the balls. So let's add a subdivision surface modifier to the cube. And then we can increase the number of subdivisions. Let's set it to 4. And then apply the modifier. And then press Tab, then Alt-Shift-S, then 1. To turn this into a perfect sphere. And then press Tab for object mode, and let's add some smooth shading as well under objects. And then we can add the rigid body physics to the sphere. So we'll go to rigid body, we can leave it at active, and then the shape to sphere. Now for the other collision settings, like friction, damping, translation, and rotation, I'm going to set translation to 0.35. And then rotation to 0.6, which usually makes the rigid body simulation look natural. You can of course test out other values as well. Okay, and then next we're going to add the tube. So let's start off with a circle curve, and then press Shift D to duplicate. And then we're going to rotate the original curve 90 degrees along the y-axis. So press R, Y, then 90. And then in the curve settings, go to geometry, and then under bevel, select objects, and then select the other curve. And then press S to scale down the bevel objects. And then the next step will be to turn this curve into a mesh so that we can add rigid body physics to it. So go to objects, and then convert, and then mesh. And then press numpad 3 for side view, and press tab for edit mode, drag to select, and then X to delete. You can delete the vertices, then tab to go back to object mode, and then let's add a subdivision surface modifier to increase the number of polygons to make it smoother. And then apply the modifier. Let's go back to solid view, and then we also need to add a solidify modifier to give it some thickness. Let's set it to something like this. And because we have a smooth shader, we also need to go down to the object data green symbol and then enable auto smooth under normals. And then we can apply the modifier as well. Okay. And then next, we need to set up the ball. Let's press S to scale, numpad 3 for side view, and then G to grab. And let's make sure it fits inside of the tube. Next, we need to add rigid body physics to the tube as well. So select the tube, and then go into the physics settings. I'm just going to save again. And then enable the rigid body physics, and then set the type to passive because it's not going to move. And then for the collision shape, let's use the mesh. Now to see if it works, you can press spacebar to play the animation. As you can see, the ball is moving inside the tube. Now we can also go to the first frame and move it along the z-axis. So press G, then set, grab it on the z-axis, then press spacebar to play the animation again. And then I think I'm going to move it even higher before I add some duplications. G, then set to grab it on the z-axis. You can also increase the mass. And then I'm going to press Shift D to duplicate, and set to grab the duplication on the z-axis. Then G to grab. Let's start it around here. And then press Shift D once again to duplicate it. Let's add 4 duplications. And then we can press spacebar to play the animation. And we can make them move even more by increasing the mass of the first sphere. As you can see, it now pushes the others. And then to make the simulation last even longer, can first pause and increase the end frame. I'm going to save one more time. And then the end frame set to 500, for example. And then in the scene settings, we can go into rigid body world, cache, and then set the end value to 500. And that way, the rigid body physics simulation is going to last 500 frames as well. Okay, and then at the end of the simulation, I'm going to keyframe the weight of this sphere down to 1. Press I to keyframe so that it balances out. It is of course not realistic, but it looks more satisfying at the end of the animation. Okay, I'm going to save one more time. And then we can set up the background image. So go to the world settings, environment texture. And then you can download a free HDRI in the description, which we use to light up the scene. And then we can use cycles so that we get some better looking glass. And then under film, we're going to make the background transparent and make the glass transparent as well, so that we get the light from the HDRI, but we can't actually see it in the animation. And then for the tube, we're going to set the surface to glass, and then set the roughness to 0. And right now the scene is a bit dark, so we can increase the strength of the background image. So let's set it to 3, for example. And then you can adjust the color of the glass as well. Let's use the GPU. If you only have a CPU, you can just use the CPU. And then let's select the spheres. And I'm going to give it a glassy material. And then you can add whatever color you want to these spheres. I'm going to make them look like this. I think that looks nice. And then next, we need to set up the camera. So press Ctrl Alt Numpad 0, and then press N. And then we can set the camera to view. Okay, and then we can go to the output settings. I'm going to render this in 4K. If you only want 1080p, you can just leave it at 100%. And then select a folder for the final animation. And then you can turn these PNGs into an MP4 file later. I have a tutorial on that on my channel. And then you can just play around with the materials before we start the final render. Now, and once you're done, you can just go to render and then render animation. And that's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe for more Blender content.